Alrighty then. Alright. I think I'm live. I haven't been on in a while. Update. Alright, whatever. Alright, so not gonna be able to see 10-4 a bit. So, yeah, here I am doing a walk cycle. I actually did some of this before. But yeah, I actually animated some jiggle physics on his belly. Oh, I forgot I wanted to, what did I want to do? Oh yes, I wanted to actually, like, zoom in on the screen here so people could see it, like, better. I'll probably do it quickly. But yeah, it's just basically that I have going on right now. What's up, Patar? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so, yeah, do you think that I should, like, just zoom in so it's only, like, this area here that's being shown? I can't really point to it, but, like, you wouldn't see the bars or the collars or anything like that. You would just see the screen as I'm drawing on it. I'm just curious about that. I think that would be a better experience for the viewer. But again, I don't really know. I think it will be, but it's probably fine. I think the jiggle physics on the belly looks pretty good for what I plan on, and I also want him to have hair, so that's why I left him bald. I know, seems counterintuitive, but it makes sense. Alright, so I'm just going to have this. Just something that's kind of like that should do it, like, fine. And then I could just go back and add the hair more properly. Alright, so right now, basically having it bounce, like, down, since he's going down a bit. Basically going to, like, follow the idea that he's just, like, on a nice little stroll, even though he's running for his life. So, but yeah, to be honest, I haven't seen you in a little bit. Hey, what's up, Matty Joe? What's up, 8th Green? Welcome to the stream, both of you. But yeah, I haven't seen you in a while, too. Was busy, like, with some stuff, but I am back for now, at least. And hopefully, I'm animating this well. Because, like, I was wondering, since this was, like, technically part of a different video, if, like, that would be fine to, like, just animate him being blown up. I think it will be fine. I'm doing fine, 8 Green. How are you doing on this fine day? It looks so beautiful outside, to be honest. I've been busy myself. Alright. But yeah, one thing that I feel like I've learned it somewhere already, but I've learned it again recently, that apparently the younger you are, like, the more, like, vibrancy you see in the world. Vibrancy is not the correct word. What the word I mean is saturation. Like, the sky back then, at least to me, it was such a bright cyan blue. And it just always looked so beautiful to me. But now it is still beautiful, but like it's a arguably cloudless day, and it's nowhere near as cyan as it used to be. Like to me, the cyan looked like these windows back here. But hey, I guess that's just the way the cookie crumbles, and that cookie is life, and that life is fleeting. So there we go with that. But hey, that is that. I think I made his hair too thick right there. And so let's see, there. Yeah, that should be fine. What color do you think I should make this guy's hair? I'm leaning towards red, but I use red all the time. So I'm thinking maybe brown hair. Could match his backpack. Or maybe I could use a entirely different type of hair altogether. Right, so let's have the hair like stick up a bit. But yeah. But one thing that I've also been working on a little bit on the side is my big, like, here's animation, because I did picture the name you sent to me. But I wanted myself to explain all on my own. And that is basically versus you. Big adventures with Chloe and Caleb. And I needed to make a SpongeBob video. Like, I think yeah, we can go a little for a week. Or like, oh, there's something. I kinda use this fun. Maybe even kind of hard. An idea. Thank you. Give the idea. I think so. Robot voice is happening. I don't know what it is with this thing. Maybe it's the computer itself. Anyways, let's keep going. Oh, surprise of not robot voice. Yep. My internet is pretty good. I don't know why that robot voice happens. Just does, so guess I'm just gonna have to deal with that, which is unfortunate. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I was saying something, but I forgot what I was saying already. So yeah, but anyways, I like that idea of orange, and oh, I got 3 more head states to do. Alright, well, let's just like continue with this for right now. have to get used to animating like bouncy here because Caleb, he's going to be running a lot. Chloe, she's going to be running too, but she always has a hat on, so it's not really going to be much of an issue like with the hair bobbing with her, unless I decide to make her like earmuffs flop. She's always going to be wearing, for lack of a better term, earmuffs. You know, those stuff lumberjacks wear. Let me just draw it up quickly. See, so it's just the hat that looks like this. See, and this is basically her face right here. So yeah, just a hat that looks kind of like that. This is how it looks when the earmuffs are up. So it's just kind of like that. Anyways. So just 2 more frames and then I could just go back and make all of them orange. I haven't been counting the specific bumps and bobs of the hair because, well, just because. Speaking of Chloe, I still need a voicer. Yeah, that would be great. So we got all of this right here. And let me do orange. Let's see, how orange is this? But yeah, I'll repost like the voice actions. What, I don't know what to call it. I know if it was a musical thing, it would be called lyrics, but it's not really the case for this one specifically. I think the script is the most accurate word, and I should say. Actually, warden is also an accurate term. But yeah, I posted it like a while back. But like I refined it a bit more, so I'll just repost like the new version. That should be good. I have not been able to, have been busy lately. I'll get to it when I can. Hey, no worries. Alright, so we got all of this right here. Because I just found out that like when storyboarding and animation, apparently it's more ideal to like do it in the same software. What I've been doing is I've been storyboarding in kind of like a comic book format in paint.net. And that is a good way to do it, like when you're getting your ideas out. But if you want to see exactly how long each like scene will be, it's best to have it in the exact same animation software. And I really should have known that before, to be honest, but I didn't, so that's good. So I'm not rewriting the scenes, but I am remaking the scenes that I drew and putting it there where I had it. So that makes it like better, I should say. And now I can like get out like each scene I want rendered. So once I finish like with everything, I can render it out and see how it is. And then I could just do the backgrounds and then I could do the animation. Sounds pretty good to me. Anyways, let's see how this looks like running. Alright, I am liking the hair. I'm liking the jiggle physics on the belly. But yeah, it's not really a belly button, it's just his belly moving. Like, I don't know what that scene would be, but it could be interesting. Alright, so I just have to animate some arms and a mouth on this guy, and I'm basically done with him. Ow. You ever punch yourself in the face with a water bottle? I just did. was by accident now. If we do post a new version of the script, I'll try to do it. Hopefully this weekend. Alright, sounds good. Alright, so we got all of this right here. Oh, maybe when I do the script, I could like do like a little voice to go along with it to see like the tone I'm kind of going for. I don't really know. I'll figure it out if I do. Alright, so let's do the mouth first, and then we can do excuse me. Do the arms. Wonder if I should do the arms on a different layer. Maybe. So let's have his mouth closed 2 times. Then just have it open just slightly. And that mouth is over to the right a bit too much. So we got nice teeth right here. I was gonna make that part wide too, but I think that would look nicer like that. Just like how that shape turned out. Alright, so if you do get my voice lines this weekend, I'd like to see the process of you making the episode. Yeah, that would be neat. I could get the voice lines, and I think I would like to do the background first and then add in the animation. That should work out the best so far. Alright, so got all of this right here. So I think like after this live stream, I'm probably going to do some stuff, and then what I will do is I might, depending on the progress I make here, I might finish this off, or I'll do a bit more of the storyboarding so that I can like get everything out. I was gonna say on paper, but there is no paper here. But get everything out the way I would like it to be done. Alright, so where was I? Let's see, do I have all the mouths? I seem to. Alright, so let's get some pink going for the mouth. I could do the teeth first, but I'm not going to. Alright, so let's do this. I want that part to be white. Alright, so let's get that white teeth there. It's zoomed in on that part. Just going to use the line tool for this specific part right here, because I think that would be better. Blends in with his skin a bit, so I might change the skin color slightly. I could just make his teeth a little yellow. I don't think that would work out very well. Alright. Okay. Alright, so let's see how this looks when it's fully done like that. I do not like it. Alright, so I'm thinking, what can I do to fix that? Maybe him breathing? Because it doesn't really look like he's breathing to me. It looks more like he's talking to someone. And that is not what I'm going for. Alright, so let's just replace all of the moments with his mouth closed with just something where it looks like he's breathing out, like a mouth symbol like that, like he's saying "oh" or something like that. So let's just do that and eraser. And so let's see how that would look. Alright, so this should be it right here. Alright, so let's do that. That, and then this. Since they're two closed mouths right next to each other, let's do that. And let's have the BB. Alright, there we go. And have him pucker up like this. And not quite. Alright, so I think this would probably work. So I'm gonna play the animation once more once I get to it. Alright, it looks less like talking. Feel like it works enough. Or maybe it's just going a little bit too fast. Alright, let's see. Alright, there's two right in a row, so let's just do that, and I think that should completely fix the problem. Well, not completely, but mostly. Alright, so let's do that, do this, space, do that, here. Yeah, that actually did fix it, surprisingly enough. Alright, so that is good. Let's actually look at my character for a bit. Alright. That's nice. So, let's, it would be way easier just to have this arm on a secondary layer. Because that would just be much easier. Alright, so... yeah, and that could have, like, pretty cool blood effects and stuff. Right, so... let's actually make this a different color for right now. So that I can see, like, the proper overlap. Well, this guy has fingers, so I should give this one fingers too. He's only gonna get 4 though. I usually give 5 to my cartoon characters, but this guy's just gonna get 4 just cause. So let's get some new styles up in here. So you should do it. I'm wondering if I should get like an entirely new style. Style is what they call colors in this program, by the way. Don't think I'm gonna quite need the pants. Yeah, I don't know why I grabbed this, but let's just make that orange. And I can change it. So no, let's change it now. Gonna make it dark green. Let's just see if it's still visible in the background here. It still is, so I'm gonna make the sleeve that, because why not? Keep in mind, it's actually going to look like this. So let's see. I can't really hear the music right now. I don't know why I've been on such a kick of like making short-sleeved characters. I usually don't do all of that. Alright, so let's do like one arm at a time. So I'm gonna do the front arm. I'm actually going to just do it like that. Let's actually do a quick save. Really give my character 4 fingers because they're paused mainly for my persona. Let's see. OCs, my human OCs also do get 4 characters because they're different than my paws. That's cool. For me, like I like to have like whatever character I animate like have 5 fingers. And I know it's actually uh better in animation to do 4 fingers because it's just quicker to animate that than 5. But I really get inspired by animations like Danny Phantom and stuff because I really enjoyed like the aesthetic of that, you know? Let me see. Let me just do that to 4 right there and Keita, and there we go. So now it should be around equal to what's going on there. And now, but yeah, that's really. Let me move that to here. And hopefully that works. That just shifting a bit. Alright, where was I? Alright, I was on number 2. And so I really liked the jiggle physics because I did not really expect an arm to go there. So I'm gonna try and see if I can like avoid covering the belly that much. And so, but yeah, and I hit that to the other way. And so that's good like that. Again, I'm just doing this to test it. I'm gonna just do it better another time too. Fair enough, but it's harder for me to do 5. Yeah, I can see that. Like a lot, like most folks, they don't really do 5. Most folks usually just do 4. This is anime. Anime is like way too difficult for me. I can't even bother with all of that. I'm not good at drawing like realistic proportions. Like I can draw like this is proportionally correct to a human, but it's not like anatomically correct. Like I hear a hand is supposed to be about as big as a face, and this guy's face is way bigger than his hands. But there are other examples too. And so let's see, let's get that there. Let's also move that to the back too. Yeah, this is much easier to do. So just like cutting it and moving it like that. That's something I remember when I first started out, I never used to do it. like when I first started out, I had significantly more energy. Now I'm basically an old man because don't really have the energy that I once did. It used to be pumping out one animation a week, and I did not skip. I did not skip for the first, I want to say 3, possibly 4 years on this channel. Animations on the weekly. Then I burned out, and like last year, I think I only posted one animation, and I don't really like that I did that. But it's just a thing that happened. And so I think I'm gonna extend this out a bit. Yeah, so as I saying, but yeah, that's one other thing that I need to do. I reworked the house design, so now these houses are not gonna work. So I have to redo the houses. I've been looking like a lot of maps, like not the multi-animator projects, but like maps that you'll find in like board games and like all the scrolls and all that. So I've been looking at a lot of those for like city design, and I've been trying to like build like a nice small town kind of vibe. I was thinking about putting it in a city, but I don't know. The monsters that I have, I feel like they would just look better in a forest. So I'm probably just gonna go with a forest. And the forest is going to be near the woods because I'm sure it is a thing. I don't know about too many places, but I haven't heard of any city being directly next to like a big forest without there being some kind of like tiny community nearby, like in between the two. Like in my head, it's more like suburbs or a small town that occupies land right next to a forest rather than a city. That's just in my head, though. I don't know. I'm also getting burnt out quite a bit, so I've been getting real busy. Yeah, burnout is such a tiresome thing. I hate it, but it is a thing that happens, so not much of a choice there, I guess. Alright, so let's just have these two arms go like this. And that should do it. Let's just connect this all up and make it look real pretty. Alright, so let's see. Want the arms to go kind of like that and like that. Alright, so that's fine there. Then I just gotta do the other arm. And that would basically be like most of it done, basically. Alright, I don't know where I put the gem, but it's still there. Speaking of animation maps, is there any that you would be interested in joining since I have a few new ones? Like, I want to focus on some of my own animations too, but I also might like drawing like one of them. No, I think like after this, I'm gonna do like one more of my own. Then I'm gonna like look and see if there's like a map that would be kind of like easy for me to do, because I want to like finish them in a timely manner, because that werewolf one, that took me way too long. So I want to like be able to finish them like nice and relatively quick. And so we got this right here. But yeah, I want to do this, and then I have an idea for another thing that I want to do, and I want to make that one first, and then I'm going to do the maps. Alright, so let's see how that looks. So that should be good. Let's actually duplicate that so it could just go along that side there. And so let's see how that would look. Right, so yeah, I forgot I needed to fill in that part right here, so let's fix that up. See, that's why it's always good to like play your animations before you like release them, or like, because it's always easy to miss simple mistakes when it's just drawn like that. Because since I'm seriously doing this in slow motion, basically, like all of this is like just 1 second so far of animation. But to me, it's been like half an hour. So it's important to like have it played out so you can actually see like exactly which parts you want to do, and if it's done to your liking. Yes. I already read that. That is good. But yeah, like I was saying, I definitely will be up for one if I think I could do it like relatively fast. Like if I can do it if I think I could like complete it in like a week or so, then I'm definitely be up to doing a map. Right, so let's go ahead and do this. Right, so let's do the other arm, and I don't have to worry about the other arm at all, basically. So I think I'm just gonna actually just draw the other arm for each frame. And the copy and paste method is like much easier, but I'm just gonna do this frame right here with just because I don't feel like doing all that right now. Alright, so that's good. His hand is gonna look messed up because it's barely gonna have any cohesion. I'm just telling you that right now. See, his thumb already mutated. Alright, so we got that right here. This, and this. Let's see. Alright, we worked really hard on it, and I liked how you did with that werewolf one. Thank you. I'm so glad that you liked it. Because like I put like a lot of effort into that. And it just makes me happy that it came out so well. But I'm still upset that that like the file got corrupted, because it would have been out sooner if the file didn't get corrupted where I had to redo most of it. But hey, it is what it is. It just happens. So let's see here. That reminds me, I'm going to need to get a bunch, like when I'm doing that full animation that I plan on doing, like it's gonna be feature length. I plan on making it either 11 or, I can't believe I forgot the word for 20, but like 11 or 20 minutes. And that's going to be so annoying if that gets corrupted. So I'm going to have to make so many duplicates of that project. Alright, so let's have that arm go in the back now. Going kind of like so. We could just have this. Alright. And that's good like that. By the way, I'm gonna make these blue lines black. This is just to help me, like, differentiate it a little bit better. And so that's fine there. And let's just have the fingers start poking out right here. And I should actually attach a point here. Alright, I got it pretty close, to be honest, so that's good. But since I got a better reference photo right here, let's just put that here. And that still looks messed up right there. Good enough. Alright, so. Alright, I'm also glad that you didn't give up on it. Yeah, me too. Like, there are so many stuff that I really ought to, like, try to give up on, but I still find myself not giving up on it. Like, I'm still trying to learn how to code, even though I've been trying to learn it for years now, but I'm still trying. Well, years off and on. If I like tried it constantly without stopping, I bet I could probably learn. But I just keep on trying it, getting like a slight concept of it, and then I just get bored or something. Like, I'm not diagnosed with it or anything, but I think I have, like, ADHD. But it's probably just because I watch a bunch of YouTube. That's probably just the reason why I can't seem to focus on learning the code. That's the most likely option. Alright, so But yeah, the Outer Wilds is like such a good game with a good soundtrack. But yeah, I'm learning coding so much because I want to make a game with a similar physics to the Outer Wilds. I think that would be a fun thing to make. I've already made games, mind you, but those games, well, I find myself struggling to make a new one in the G-Develop engine simply because that engine feels like it breaks because I've made the exact same thing with the exact same commands and they don't work anymore, so I don't know what the issue is. Like making a character run, I've done that a bunch of times, and now I'm done that again, and it seems to lead to a crash. I've then copied and pasted one from an older project into a new one, and the crash still occurs. So I don't know what the issue is there, but it needs to be fixed. But yeah, like from what I can see with Godot, like a lot of the problems with Z-Develop seems to be fixed or a non-issue basically with most other game engines. So I think with Godot, I should be able to like do the attributes of each character where I don't have to put it all in one massive, ginormous scene. So that would just be much easier. Alright, so let's have it start to go behind him a little bit. Excuse me. That's nice. It makes me happy when I see you actually wanted to join my maps. I need to make it a project on. Yeah, it is fun to make them. Alright, so we got all of this right here. Alright, so that's nice. Alright, let's have it go almost fully behind them, but you can still see like a bit of arm poking out. And so something like that. Alright, so let's color that in. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to like make you happy to do that by doing that. I think the music is being heard still. Alright, so that should be good. I think that one might be the one that's a bit too high. Alright, so let's just... I don't know which method was faster. I think drawing it may have been a little bit faster, to be honest, but I'm not sure. I'm not gonna look back at it, so... It is what it is. I think that would make... Alright, that's much better. Alright, so let's see how this would look without that. So let's actually let it play to the beginning again. So let's just do it to about right here. Again, right there. Right here. Right here. Let's also do that to about right here. Just add that in for more effect. You can probably make it another map about 92's backstory. Alright. That'd be good. But I think if it's about like your OC's backstory, people should probably make most of it. Like, since it's mostly about OC's backstory, you know? So, we got this right here. How does that look? Let me just do, what was this? Alright, that's the button. And so that's good there. But one thing I just remembered is that comic I was doing with the shapeshifting thing. Forgot what it was called. But like, I was doing that and then I completely forgot about it. So yeah, I end up forgetting about stuff too. But that comic could be a good way to like, just like draw some backgrounds for Cryptic Adventures of Chloe and Caleb, or CACC, or CAC. Because the way I made the panels, it should work well just converting it into a background. So I may do that. Like once I do a bit more of the storyboard, I can just work the story of that around and should work out fine. Anyways, let's see how this would look. Alright, so that looks good. Let's make it black. Perfect. Alright, now that is what I like to see right there. Alright, so basically done with the human character, which is great. I think I may, since it's a live stream, I may do something with the aliens in the background. And then I could probably do one art attempt with whatchamacallit? Forget the words. But yeah, this guy is going to blow up. I was thinking about like lots of birds coming out of him for some reason. And I think I still may do that. Playing with the angle of like these aliens kind of like terraforming the planet or something. It could be fun. Where did I... You can see like the many layers that I have here. Right. Personally, I think these guys are hovering a bit too much. So let's actually just change it to about here. See, they're not gonna hover that much now. I want it to be barely noticeable because the background they're gonna be doing some other stuff, which will be nice. What was that check? Well, I don't know what that could have been, so that is that, I suppose. Right, so now let's look in the back and see how this would look exactly. It just looks kind of goofy. So maybe if I just do something like that, would work out like that. Actually, what am I doing? I didn't want them. I wanted them to look the exact same almost. Going to the store. Says, Ryan. Welcome to the stream, Ryan. I hope you have fun at the store. My neck. Wonder if y'all heard that on the stream. Excuse me. Alright, so you got let's go up right there. Just like have these do a nice little spin. D. See, I think these would probably look better at the bottom. I was not correct on that. Alright, so I'm making so many ships right now. Alright, so let's just have them all go to the right. Actually, no, to save on time, I'm just gonna do 3 lines at once. So I'm moving them over slightly to the right. Alright, so I'm thinking, let's see, that's fine, I guess. Let's just have another one go up here. Let me just see how that would look. Alright, that's better than just having the tree there. I undid basically all of that. Just to have the lines focus on just one at a time. Personally, I could still see the outline. I don't know if it would still be visible on the screen though. So I'll just do that. Do this. That. This should be, since I keep switching, it should be decent enough for the people to follow. I think that those trees should do the trick. So let's just take those to tree. Should have a nice spinning effect. All right, that worked. Right, so that's way better than what I was trying to do before. Was for the time. Sometimes less is more when it comes to animation. I feel like this could look cooler. Right, so let's actually make it a very light green. And thank goodness for the line tool. Because since that's a very specific color, it's going to be hard to get it without getting this. Without, because usually if this was daughter software, it would also get the ship too. As long as it's the same color attached. That's not the case here, so that's good. But I also got to be careful of these lines here because it affects all lines equally. Alright, so that's the good stuff right there. Alright, so let's see. I'm thinking. Let's see, what do I have here? I have the rocks being animated here. Hmm. See, what's the number of the animations between each rock? At 17. Alright. I could probably get away with a nice glow effect. Let's see. Just put the glow all the way over here for convenience, even though I should put it in the back. Alright, so let's go with green. Let's just change this to glow. Always broken. I gotta reach over here for that. And so glow one. That should be good. Let's go over to animation, then go to the FX. Just go to here, here. That should be good. Not sure how to do that. Right, there we go. Alright, so where's the glow? Blur, it's not glow. Actually, blur could work, to be honest. Light glow, that's the one I am looking for. So, let's put that here, put that there. And now that's going to be a light. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that's basically working as intended. Yeah, okay. So that's good. Let's go back to base. Alright, so let's actually move this all the way over to about straight behind here, I suppose. But there's already a green laser there, so let's just have it be back here. So let's have it be kind of like so. See how that looks. And so let's do that here. let's see, I could also do this here too. Like, let's see how that looks there. Alright, I don't think no one would notice the glows on that, so don't think I'm gonna quite waste the time for that one. But what I will do is I'm gonna test how that looks. Because the glow is bright. Yeah, I think that should. Oh my. And so that works like that. I think it would be easier just to put them on this layer here because nothing's on that layer, so it should be fine. I'm just going to use some random human colors here, so let's get that color. Let's get this color, and that should be good. Alright, so that looks good there. Let's actually make this a tad darker. know, I think I should make this blue. Alright, so let's actually change the color. And I like that better. We'll do nice then. Okay. But yeah, another thing about these animations is like it take a while and they have to be reworked sometimes. And that can be annoying when that happens, but is like understandable. Do I want them all in purple? Yeah, why not? Surprised I haven't fallen asleep yet. Usually fall asleep by now, but I haven't been sleepy. Well, that is great. Good. What I plan on doing, I need to make all the humans look the same, sadly. So just to not break the idea of it. Okay, I like how that looked so far. Let's actually expand that. So that should be good like that. Right, so let's actually raise a fair amount of this. Right, so that's good. Let's have it kind of like lock up a bit. Right, so got that, set it to there. This should be good like that. So let's just see how that would look. I don't have to like have them lined up one to one. So that would just be easier for me. But yeah, one thing that I do wish that I did was like have a set like amount of tins that I wanted to see. like wanted to talk about, I should say. Anyways, yeah, I don't have to like do all of that to an equal degree. Alright, so first things first, I'm just gonna copy this guy. I'm gonna copy him a bunch, but I'm just copying him once now. And so that's alright, so there's two more here. And then it restarts. And so let's actually have this guy here, but up, so I can see more. So let's have him start walking forward about there. Actually, I can afford to go about there. So let's go here. Right, so that should do it. Just like so. Let's have him be right there. And so that should be good. See where he was at the beginning of it. All right, so that's perfect like that. Put that there. Wow. So this human is going to be around right here. Should be about where he was. And this part is a relatively dull part. I should have done him growing up on camera. Oh well. Maybe next time. And so let's actually move that a bit closer. Welcome back, Ariane. Right now I'm drawing from humans being abducted. many humans to put down in place? And we have like nice relaxing music here. Just to, since don't really have much to say about that right here, right now. I don't think I've ever heard this exact melody in the Outer Wilds soundtrack of mine. Guess I usually doze off around that part.
My time has come to burn. I invoke the ancient power that I may return. In a void bordering three worlds, I have awoken, and I'll see the barriers between them be broken.
I am proud of myself for animating this long in a row. That can be a rather difficult thing for me to do, but I'm not distracted or anything, so maybe on my own I could just crack some music on and just do that. And music that I won't pay attention to too much, like this one. Let's see how much I have left, how many frames. Alright, so I got that. One, kinda, technically two. And so, just that, and I'm done with that part at least. I was gonna do a draw your comment stream, but clearly I made the right choice. This was one of those days that was a comment graveyard. I haven't done one of those in so long. But, yeah. I guess those are 10 of the past on this channel. I mean, I could try again, but, would it be worth it? No. And so let's just add a little bit of this to it right here. That should be good. Need me some water.
I'm so bored. These games.
I could just copy this part here. So let's see how that looks. And the fuck? How come when I hit render, it's blocking that part out? This is visible, this is the mountain there, so... I don't know what happened there. I may as well stop since I have no idea if that's even going to work now. Alright, let's just save. Well, at least you guys can see that, hey, this looks beautiful right there. And if I can't figure that out, well, that's just a bust, because why bother with the rest of it? I don't. Probably just have him be shot with a hole in him instead of exploding in a mystical, magical dust of blood and guts. But, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so now it seems to be working. So let's just have some of these going up. Is this directly beneath the house? Yeah, it's close enough near one, so I think that would be good. The houses should be Yeah, they're on a separate layer, so I could just destroy one. That should be good. Hey there. Write him back down. So that looks good. Let's just watch it close up. Alright, glad I caught that. It looks like one of them is walking on there, which is a big no, since that's a roof.
Our might shattered in an instant. The greatest minds of Amphibia bested by a girl so insignificant. It was the demon of nightmares who undid our fate.
Alright, kind of made the house being zapped or the human.
Single world cowers in our wake.
So first things first, I think I want this expanded. So it's that ends at 17. So I could do that from the get-go. So 17 one. Trying to figure out which part exactly the loop begins. So 216, 1. That's so 16 and 1. Alright, so loop ends in 29, so 29. Alright, let's just play it and I'll just see which one is best. So it should be synced perfectly. I'm not noticing any obvious chops, so I'll just copy and paste the whole thing to make it longer because I want it to be longer. Alright, that should be good. So 504 divided by 4. 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 28, roughly around 30 seconds. 504. It's 28 though. Still a really short animation though, but that should be fine for its purpose. I drew the shadow right on the floor. Can't really do that for the human character. That would be ideal. wouldn't even notice if this guy doesn't have a shadow. I know I wanted to destroy a house in the background, but I don't know anymore. I might stream later. I feel like I need a break. I've been doing this for 2.5 hours now, so let me just do the laser real quick. I'm gonna try and make it both a glow and a source. Should still have the outline, but also have a glow. Yep, that is the case. Let's increase the brightness to about 300. Use the glow, and let's also blur it to a fine 7. Oh, that's the... I didn't think it would be that. Alright. Alright, that worked. Where did that even come from? Alright, let's see. Really thought it would be there. Be right back. I am back. Just realized the boots kind of blend in with the roof, the human's boots, so just change the color ever so slightly. Let's make it a tad more grayish. Alright, much better. Everything's in order. The saucers are spinning. Both characters are running adequately. That guy's belly is jiggling nicely. The head is jumping. His hair is bouncing along too. Everything is working out well. Now that I think about it, I think starting that there would be dumb. Let's go to near the end of the animation. So 50 steps away would be good. Alright, let's just move it there. These are tools and trees. Right.
Super weird to a swamp where frogs talk. Now I'm stuck, got no plans, just my luck. I'll do the best that I can. Making friends and enemies. It's weird, but hey, it's grown on me. Bugs, frogs, newts, and toads. Gonna be a bumpy road. Flies for snacks, worms for lunch. I think I actually love it. It's no big deal. Yeah, no big deal. Find a way to start again. Brush off the first and make some friends. It's no big deal. Yeah, no big deal. I feel at home in a place that shouldn't be real. Crazy, strange, but it's no big deal.
Not an equal size, so this was important to something, but I don't know what.
It's no big deal. Yeah, no big deal. Find a way to start again. Brush off the first and make some friends. It's no big deal. Yeah, no big deal.
Alright, let's just move this here
Place that shouldn't be real.
so it's easier.
It's no big deal. Crazy, strange, but it's no big deal. Eating flies, but it's no big deal. Finally me, and it's no big deal.
The barriers are broken! The three worlds lay bare and open! You can run! You can hide! But Nothing can escape our light, for we have arrived!
Feeling kind of tired. Have I ever streamed all the way to 3 hours before? Let's find out. So I must have at some point. Cool. Because I think this may very well be the longest stream. No, I've streamed 4 hours one time apparently. But yeah, feeling a bit sick for some reason, so I think I'm just gonna call it a day for right now. And maybe I'll be back later, maybe not. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Sorry I didn't talk too much, but don't really have much to say, and the chat's dead anyway, so I'm sure someone will probably come by later, like in the future, and just probably enjoy the music with me animating in the background. But doubt they would get much value out of me talking right now. And so yeah, so I'm gonna just call it that a day. And so like the stream, subscribe, because I do this very randomly, and I also do all kinds of other stuff too, art related stuff. And until next time, this is Invasion Animation signing out. Goodbye.